Meghalaya AIDS Control Society pynlong yaga state level youth festival Arjarpsan mentakasi ke Pratarik Urisau State Central Library Shillong. Kani kejelang kalong mat penyak ceprang ya kajing tep bajing wan jing dan pentaki samla hakikam pengklan ke kot kakya badbawan ra ru ya kajing sotu jing mut hapring ki samla jong kajela kalong ru ka kabu ka babhai ki samla bad pen iya la ka sap bad ban ya shim benta haki jing ya kun baper hakani lawan ya shim benta da ka kong TCC ADCIS jong ka East Khasi Hills District ka Dr. KL Laubor Project Director jong ka Meghalaya AIDS Control Society Shillong kinahikai bet ki kena puli na ki district baper ka kong TCC haba ai jingran kum ka kong san hakani ka program kalong ba ka jingpang HIV kam day tang ka jing e ha ka kot ka kya hendrei ka day ka jing e ru ha ka imlang sa alang baro ka wei hakani ki babun ki shapting banyakran shapang kani kalong ru bakim day ban ngau bakidan ha ka jakadum bakin le ra na mar bakidan ya ka HIV kalakan tu baki badan ya ujing pang HIV kim day bakin chong bakala day ka bakut hendrei ka la ban kot da ka badi testai ki dawai.
Right? Why should we also be careful as young people when it comes to careless experimentation with alcohol is because all of us know what alcohol does to one's senses, right? It takes you out of your normal, sensible self. And when you are intoxicated, I'm going to, be safe and I'm not going to take any risks. This intoxication takes that choice away from you because it puts you in a headspace where you cannot really choose your own behaviors very carefully, right? So that, and this show also taught people about something very important, which is to treat people who live with HIV with dignity, right? Something that was a very radical idea, a very new idea, especially in the 1990s. And then, after a few seasons of this radio drama series, they saw that something very remarkable happened in Tanzania. The Tanzanian men and women who listened to this show, they began to change their behavior, right? Because people saw themselves in these stories, the lessons stayed with them, and the researchers discovered that these people started taking precautions against infection. They got tested, they got treated, and they began speaking openly about HIV in their homes and their villages. And when they did this, when they broke the silence all over the country, the stigma broke, and everyone was healthier and happier. This is what the Youth Fest today is doing, right? It's using music, dance, art, and conversation as tools for education right here in our state of Meghalaya. Across India, HIV is not only a medical issue, it's a social one. People are still afraid to talk about it. Right? Even educated people, they hesitate to ask basic questions. Can I eat with someone who has HIV? Can I hug them? What if my friend tests positive? Should I tell others? There's still a lot of people who hesitate to ask these very important questions, and because these questions remain unspoken, myths and fear take their place. And fear is a very dangerous teacher, right? Fear teaches people to hide. It teaches people stigma, it teaches people discrimination, and those who need help end up losing their lives needlessly. And the rest who manage to survive are left in the dark. And being left in the dark is scary. I personally, for one, was very scared of the dark as a child. The reason why the dark is so scary for so many of us is because you don't know what exactly you're supposed to be scared of when you're in the dark. You don't know what to be scared of, you don't know where it's going to come from, and because you don't know what you're looking out for, you're just scared of everything, right? And you can't do anything to end the fear that you're feeling. This is how fear works with almost anything. Getting infected with HIV does not mean death or that life is over, right? That an infected person who tests positive and gets the right medical treatment can still have a very fulfilling and happy life. I don't have to go on about this. I don't have to elaborate about this at all. We've already heard, just before this, we've already heard a very personal and a very special testimony that I'm sure has gotten all of us thinking. Protecting yourself from HIV infection is also not rocket science, right? It is simple and it is easy. All these are facts about HIV, and luckily for all of us sitting here in this auditorium today, we already know this. But how many of us in our community actually know these facts and practice them in our daily lives? This is something that we have to really think about, and this is the challenge that is facing us. And you, the young people, are at the heart of this challenge. All of you here, this generation, right, including me, we represent the highest risk, but also the greatest opportunity. Why risk? Right? Because youth is the age of experimentation. It is the age of peer pressure. It is the age of believing that you are invincible. As young people, sometimes we feel like nothing can touch us. It is the age when your enthusiasm can override carefulness, when belonging and being accepted by one's friends overrides well-being, and wisdom can often take a backseat when something new and exciting comes before us. But this generation, right, our generation, also has tools and consciousness that no generation before us has ever had. We are connected, we are informed, and we are questioning. We don't wait for permission to speak and to equip ourselves with knowledge once we have decided that we want to learn about something. When young